We go back to OKC. JJ Redick is speaking with Mike Trill in the media.
JJ, you're up 1 when the Luka ejection happens. Did you get an explanation for why he was ejected?
Not yet. Apparently he said something to a fan. That's all I could gather.
How do you measure that when clearly the game kind of flips from that point on as a factor, and how do you kind of square that with the rest of the game and how it went?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Played so well defensively in that third quarter, then we didn't get off to a great start on that end to start the fourth. And then just trying to manage on the front end of a back-to-back games that we need to win, you know, everybody's minutes. And, you know, I had a timeout situation because we lost our challenge, so I only had 1 going into the fourth, and you know, was trying to eat a little bit more time. We got down 5, turned it over. They come back at an and 1, called it then. You know, I'm kicking myself. Could have called it possession earlier, gotten LeBron back in the game. But I think our guys' fight and spirit, you know, withstanding a bunch of haymakers in that first half and just continuing to play, and then coming out and really playing awesome defense for 12 minutes. You know, it was a great game. It was a great game that unfortunately didn't get to sort of finish out the way that I think every basketball fan would want, because of, you know, some decision making on some individuals' parts.
Do you take some general encouragement out of the way you played in these 2 games now as you head into the final 3? Obviously, you have to win 2 still to lock in that 3 seed, but do you?
I do. Yeah.
JJ, LeBron early seemed like he was out of a lot of rhythm. Turnovers were up and stuff like that. What did you see from him as the game wore on? And then I guess too, late, how did you feel like your team handled their ball pressure when it came to like turnovers and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think losing Luka there and having AR out there solo, like, it was against this team, you need 3 ball handlers out there at all times, and you know, just couldn't do that in the fourth. I thought LeBron, as the game wore on, was awesome, you know, and I think that just the attack mode that he was, good mentality, just attacking the basket.
JJ, you mentioned pregame that when you're playing a team 2 games in a row, the team that loses the first game comes in, makes some adjustments. They made some defensive adjustments with how they were guarding ball screens with you guys trying to switch less. Shea was more aggressive offensively. What did you think of their initial adjustments, and then how you guys countered that in, you know, I guess second, third quarter?
I thought the biggest thing, you know, the entire first half, they just played really fast, and we had trouble setting our defense. So whether that was makes or misses, it was very obvious. They putting an emphasis on getting the ball across and attacking early. First play of the game, you know, Shea just going downhill. So I think that was it. And then, you know, they played a lot of coverage with Hartenstein, mixed in a little bit of blitzing and a couple reds here and there. But, you know, they mostly played coverage with him.
You hadn't played Jackson and Vando a lot together lately. You gave them some minutes together in the third quarter. What did you think that did for your group, especially from a physicality standpoint, after they were getting as many offensive rebounds as they were up until that point in the third quarter?
Yeah, felt like we needed that for the defensive end. I thought it was really good. You know, and again, that's sometimes that combination is really good. Sometimes it's not, because it's harder to space the floor that way. But you know, I thought with the way the game was going, it was good to give that a look, and thought Vando was awesome, particularly in the second half.
Thanks, Coach.